everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video we have my project pan update. This is my first update since starting my project at the end of January. I did mean to do an update last month, but I ordered too many mystery boxes last month, so here we are now in May. I do have 10 products in my project pan, so these are items I am trying to get finished throughout the course of this year. Some of them are going to be easily achievable, some of them not so much. I did set myself a little bit of a challenge this year. What I've decided to do is the same as last year, and when I have finished a product up, I will replace it with another one and use that for the rest of the year. I was going to just leave it and let the number of products slowly dwindle down towards the end of the year, but I do like having 10 products in my project pan, so I have decided to replace each one. We have already gone ahead and filmed close-ups of the progress of all these products, so you will be able to see it a bit closer than me just holding it up here. Just before I start, I want to quickly mention the makeup that is on my face. I do have the Essence Pretty Natural Foundation. I am aware that the shade match is not quite right for me, and I have ordered a shade lower, which hopefully will work for me because it's a really nice foundation. On my eyes, I do have a palette from Oden's Eye. This is the Alva eyeshadow palette, and this is one that I got in the mystery bag that I got from them last month. I think it was actually this mystery box that ended up bumping this video down to May. And then on my lips, I have a Pat McGrath lipstick. This is one of the matte trans lipsticks in the shade Venus in Fairs. So why don't we get started with my project pan update. I do believe that my intro was filmed towards the end of January, so this has now been about 4 months down the line. I will start first of all with this product from Pixi. This is the Retinol Tonic, and I have used this quite a few times throughout the course of the past few months, but I don't seem to have got it down very far. I did have a toner in last year, and I don't think I made much progress with that one either, so I do definitely need to try harder with this one. This is a really nice toner. It is one of the very few products with retinol in that I've tried so far that I really like. I found that some products with retinol in can be a little bit harsh, but I do really like this one, and I feel like it is a really effective toner. So yeah, not too bad of a progress, but I definitely need to try harder if I want to get this finished anytime soon. The next product is from Smashbox, and this is their Photo Finish Primer Water. As you can see from the close-up, I have worked my way down this one a little bit. This was a brand new product, so the product was literally up to this kind of rim here. I have used this product quite a lot, so I am very surprised that I've only managed to get it down that far. This is a really nice primer water. It does have a really nice fresh scent to it, and it is very refreshing. I've not noticed that it does anything to kind of make my makeup last any longer, but it is really nice to just spritz this on my face before or after I've applied my makeup. And I think this is a product that I'm probably going to reach more as the weather gets warmer, because it is very nice and refreshing. So I have been enjoying using this one so far. Hopefully, because the weather's going to get warmer sometime soon, I will begin to use it a bit more. The next product I had in here is another primer, and this one is from Stila. This is the One Step Correct Skin Tone Correcting and Brightening Serum, and as you can see, this is a kind of multicoloured use product. This is just an okay primer. I don't feel like it does an awful lot, if I'm honest. Each of these colours is supposed to combat something different, and I can never remember what, although it does actually say on the back, which is really helpful. So the green is supposed to counteract redness, the peach is supposed to counteract dark circles and spots, and the lavender is supposed to correct sallowness, whatever that means. Perhaps that's like an uneven skin tone. For me, with those, I probably only really suffer from redness, but because they all do come out together, I feel like the green isn't kind of overpowering enough that it really combats the redness. It's a nice enough primer. It is a good base to apply makeup on, but I just don't really notice much of the colour correcting aspect of it. I have still used it quite a few times, and I think this is one I should easily get used up by the end of the year. It's just definitely not one I'd repurchase. Next, I have this concealer in, and this is from Maybelline. This is the Instant Anti-Age Eraser Eye Concealer, and as you can see, I have made a decent amount of progress on this. Considering it's an under eye concealer, you don't need an awful lot of this product at all. Just one twist of this and enough comes up to do both of your under eyes, so I am actually quite impressed that I managed to use it this much. It's definitely not my favourite under eye concealer, but it's not a bad one for the drugstore. I feel like the product itself is ever so slightly greasy, so it does kind of slip around under my eyes slightly, but I don't really have any creasing or anything with this one, so that's quite good. But once I've used this one up, I probably won't repurchase it. And I don't know how confident I am and that I'm going to get this one finished by the end of the year. Next, I have a lip product, and this is a Flower Beauty Petal Pout lip mask. This one is in the shade Pucker. And as you can see here, I've made a bit of progress with this one as well. Even though this one looked kind of peach in the tube, it is a pretty much clear lip mask, but it is a really nice lip mask, and it does definitely leave my lips feeling really nice and moisturised. So I do like reaching for this one quite frequently. If I am having an exceptionally dry lip day, this is one that I will just keep on my desk and I can kind of reapply without even looking. So I do love reaching for this one. I've had to do that a couple of times in the past few months, so I'm actually surprised that it's not moved more, but this is one that I am quietly confident that I might get finished this year, possibly more so towards the end of the year when the weather gets colder again, but see how we get on with this one. I think I'm going to end this video with the powder products because that's just the way it seems to have fell. The next product is from number 7, and this is one that I did actually manage to finish up. This is the Nourishing Hydration Mask, and as you can see, I did start all the way down here, but this is a product that I think I use about 2 or 3 times a week, and it is a really nice mask. This is something that I got in the number 7 advent calendar, and is definitely a product I never would have purchased myself, but I do really enjoy using it. I did actually purchase I think it was called the Fear of Missing Out bundle or something after the advent calendar, and it did actually have another one of these in, so I'm really excited that I do have another one of these to go into. When I went into this, I'd only used about 1/3 of it, and then it took me the sort of 3 or 4 months to use the rest because I did only actually finish this one up last week. I think I got the last pump out of it then, so I am glad that it does last a decent amount of time. But yeah, really nice product. What I do with this in the shower is after I've washed my face, I apply this mask, and then I wash the rest of my body and then go back and wash this off. I do only leave it on for a couple of minutes, and it does definitely leave my skin feeling nice and soft, so a product I would actually quite recommend. And because that one is now finished and leaving the project in its place, I want to put this lip oil in from Elf. This one is in the shade Berry Kiss. I was looking around my collections for what kind of products I could put in. I was thinking about putting another skincare product in because that was the product that I'd finished. Then I seen this sitting on my vanity, and because it had been sitting upright, I could perfectly see where it was up to, so I took it as a sign to put this in the project. This is a product that I do really enjoy reaching for, but I haven't reached for it in a while, hence the reason why it's moved all the way down. I think the reason is because I did actually purchase one of these lip oils in a nude shade, so it is the more nude shade that I reach for more frequently. So I need to kind of have this in here to make me reach for this shade and use this one up because it is a really nice product. So far I've probably used 1/5 or 1/6 of it, and that's how much we have left. So now all we have left are the powder products, which are definitely the most challenging products to have in a project pan, but I believe that's where kind of panning comes from. It's actually seeing a pan in a product, so technically it probably should all be powder products, but I have just 4 in my project. The first one is this little bronzer from Benefit. This is the Hula bronzer. I have had this bronzer for years at this point. I think it was 2017 that I got this, and I still have so much left. You can still clearly see Hula imprinted in the pan. I just don't know why I can't seem to use this product up. Obviously from the close-ups that I've been putting up, I don't think it looks like anything's gone down at all. There might be perhaps a slight dip in it, but I've used this one quite a lot, so I don't know why more hasn't been used up. I just need to keep at it, but I think this is a product that if I haven't used it by the end of the year, I think I just need to call it a day because it's definitely not my favourite bronzer. It's nice enough, but I don't love it enough to keep it, especially because it is probably old and probably well past its use by date now. The next powder is from Physicians Formula. This is the Healthy Powder, and this is one that I feel like I have made a decent amount of progress on. You can see clearly the 2 lines of the bottom of the pan. I have tried to kind of tilt it quite a bit in the close-up. I feel like you could see them slightly in the first update in January, but I do definitely feel like you can see them a lot more now, so I am getting more towards the bottom of the pan. This is a really nice setting powder. It does give a really nice natural look to the skin. It doesn't look cakey at all, so I do really love reaching for this one, and I know I have reached for it quite a lot since January. This, out of all the powder products, is the one that I'm probably most confident that I am going to see the bottom of the pan before the end of the year. Another setting powder I have in here is from Maybelline. This is the Fit Me Loose Powder, and I think it's this way I have it, the arrow pointing down. I have actually made some progress with this one. Because I don't use much of this product at all, I wasn't confident that I was going to have used any of it up, even though I have used it quite a lot because, like I say, you don't need very much of this product at all. but I did make sure that I banged the top to make all the product go level before marking the line, and it has definitely moved down. So I'm quite proud of myself with that one, and I'm intrigued how much of this I will actually get through by the end of the year. And then the final product, and definitely my biggest challenge in this project, is an eyeshadow. It is just a single eyeshadow in this palette, not the whole thing, I'm not that adventurous. It is this shadow here, which is called Winning Ticket, and it is a really pretty deep mauvey pink tone. I feel like I can definitely see more of a dip in it, looking at the two comparisons of the close-ups, although I'm not too sure because it did already have a bit of a kind of chunk missing out of it, but I feel like the dent in the middle is a lot bigger. It's always quite hard to kind of show on the close-ups with the powder product, but I do genuinely feel like I have used this one up quite a lot. I'm not confident that I'm going to hit pan on this one by the end of the year because I have so many eyeshadows in my collection, but I do try and reach for this one as often as I can just to see how much use I can get out of it. I thought I'd give myself a challenge in trying to pan an eyeshadow. So that is the update on all the products in my project pan for 2021. I am really impressed with my progress so far this year. I think every single product has moved down slightly. I know in previous years there's been a handful of products in each update where there's just been no progress at all, but I feel like every single product here has had a decent amount of progress, so I am quite proud of myself for that, and I'm happy that I picked the right products. I just need to continue with that progress now and see how far we can get by the next update, which will probably be around August because I'll give it another 3 months and then I'll do another one at the end of the year. So there should be 4 videos in total this year. But other than that, that is it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.